Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you've seen right now, a beautiful video of what to expect in the future. I'm sure many of you have iPhone, iPad, Android, Samsung, Note 2. Yes? All of you use WhatsApp and so on? And you all are used to that. You know? Are you? Yes or no? You do? Do you see where the future is? You will be pointing your hands on the air and doing this. And all being driven by technology. And do you know who will be doing this? Who will be creating these solutions? You know who? You. You are the information and communication technology experts. Is that right? Okay. I think it's important I first introduce myself. My name is Tariq Hilal Al-Barwani. For those who don't know me, I am your friend. I'm your new friend. For those who already know me, I'm very, very happy to be here with you today. I have a diploma in information systems. I have a bachelor's in computer science. I have a master's in information technology. This is my 6th year as the MVP in Oman, the Microsoft Most Valuable Professional. I'm going to share more about it as we speak and as I present. Soon, inshallah ta'ala, to complete my doctorate, inshallah. And I have worked in a number of industries apart from IT. Why am I sharing this with you, really? Is to have a legitimacy of the information that I'll be sharing with you today. So you know whatever information I'm sharing with you are valuable, are authenticated. I just want to set up some ground rules here today, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost is, people tend to say that I speak very fast. And if I do speak very fast, please raise your hand. Tariq, shoya. If I'm just doing okay, let me just continue what I'm doing. We all right? We agree? Yes or no? I can't hear you. Great. So I know that I'm at the right place here today. First, I want to ask you this question so I know that I'm at the right place here today. Do you want to drive computers or do you want to be driven by computers? Drive? Great. Do you want to create programs or do you want to utilize programs? I'm in the right place. Do you want to be called a programmer, system analyst, system support, network administrator, IT expert, and so on? Yes? Absolutely. Who said that? Excellent. I love that. That's good. Who said that? Then you are in the right place. All right. Let me just share quickly what I'm going to be sharing with you today in the presentation. I'm going to be talking what is IT in a nutshell. I'm going to be defining that to you. I'm going to be looking at the opportunities that are available in IT, the platform and the tools that you can use to build upon the IT, the challenges that are available in IT, how to become a campus star, MSP. I'm going to share more about that. Don't worry about the definitions at the time being. I'm going to talk about the student competition that is done all over the world where you will be representing Oman, inshallah. I'll be talking about the MVP, Community and Technical Leader. What does it mean and how can you become an MVP, inshallah. And then we're going to open a floor for registrations and I'm going to open a question and answer session in case you have any questions for me. Don't ask tough questions. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's just get information technology as the definitions right. I asked about 10 people, what does IT mean? And what I got was also 10 different answers. Whoa, 10 different answers. The question is, were they wrong? No. They were all right one way or the other. But the thing is, some people then don't get it, what really IT is. Can I ask this question really? Can someone tell me what IT is? Anyone? Tough question, huh? Is it tough? You're IT students. This should be, or IT experts. It shouldn't be difficult. Anyway, IT, some people say it's computer. Some say it's network. While others say it's technology. Some say communications, information or data, knowledge, security, program, or people. Well, I think, and I can attest that they're all right. IT really is all those things that can create, share, store, and save data, and manage data. Data, I mean by information. So computers, network, security, all these things are part of the big umbrella of IT. Are we clear with the definition? Do we agree? And that's what it means, information technology. Technology that manages information. Okay? So, all right, Tariq, we know what is IT. Come on, don't give us things that are very, very basics. Tell us, we came here today to know what are the opportunities that are available in IT. Is that right? There are many. Really, there's a lot of opportunities that is available in IT. You've got network administrator and an engineer. What do I mean by network administrator and engineer is basically the people who look after connecting two or more computers together in order to share information. That's the basic definition of what network engineer is. But that's what the role or the opportunity really comprise of. Web design and developer. You see all the websites that are available outside today? It needs a web designer, someone who puts the color. It needs a web developer. Games developer. You're downloading games through iTunes and through Android Play and through the computers and so on. There are people who are developing this. Application and software developer. So all the desktop applications you have, they need programs. WhatsApp is a program as well. Viber is a program as well. They need people to develop this. Mobile developer. Today we have different type of mobiles. iPhone, Android. Microsoft just came up with a new device, Nokia, the Windows 8 phone, and that needs mobile developer, people to develop these applications. Database administrator. We have a lot of information, ladies and gentlemen, and too many in the companies, in the ministries, everywhere. Too much information. This needs people to manage this. This needs people to administer this. So that is your database administrator. Security professionals. What about people to secure those information so other people cannot access it? You've got banks, they have a lot of information, correct? So we need security analysts or professionals to protect these information.
These lovely videos, the video that we saw today.
Multimedia and creative design. So all these lovely videos, the video that we saw today at the beginning of our presentation, that needs someone with a multimedia expertise to be able to do that. Technical and sales and business development. You know, you're not necessarily saying, I like IT, but I don't like coding or writing programs. Some people say that, but I'm ready to go out and sell what is available. It's beautiful people. They're called salespeople, but they are IT salespeople. We hear about Oman and what ITA is promoting. You all know about that, right? They need e-government, e-commerce experts to be able to create the strategy, to create the plans, and also create the various things that enables what Oman is all about. You see people who are writing in the newspapers and blogs and so on about technical, different technical subjects. These are called technical writers. IT support and help desk. You're in a company, or even sometime in the college. I'm going to give you an example. You are in the college, and you have an issue with your laptop. What you're going to do, you're going to call the IT department, right? And someone from the IT department will come and fix your PC. And those are called IT support and the help desk. You need IS specialists and analysts, people who work with the business to understand what they need, and they come back and provide the solutions to the organizations. And then you also need people who can work with people. They're called project managers, specifically for IT. Usually, in any discipline that you work on, if you progress, the next step is your project manager, where you manage the project and things to happen. This is what I was able to take from Randstad Technologies, a source of the job roles that are available today. This is quite latest. Let me just do a quick reality check here. Are we okay? Is everything clear? Am I boring? Yes? I'm leaving. Can I stay? I'm just checking. Thank you. So, the opportunities to develop applications is many, ladies and gentlemen. You got smartphones. Smartphones, I'm talking about mobile phones that has functionalities for you to create applications for them. So there's a lot of opportunity there. You got tablets. You got iPad. You got Microsoft just released a new device which is called Surface. You got Samsung with their own tablets that they introduced. So you got a lot of opportunities for you to develop applications and solutions for them. And you have many, many people when you go to coffee shop, city center, or when you go to Quorum, you'll find people with their devices. You see that? You can develop applications for that, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine you walking, in Carrefour or whatever, and then you see your applications being downloaded. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes? That's what we want you to do. And there's many, many opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Desktop. Nobody says that the PC era is gone. I know we hear a lot about it, that Apple has introduced a tablet and PC is bye-bye. Believe me, it's going to take a long time if that is going to happen. They're still here. Every organizations are still using them, and you still have the opportunities to develop applications for them and solutions. Cloud. Cloud, is the internet. Means these are days you can create solutions and services and you can put it onto the internet and people can use them. A very good example is the latest Microsoft Office, which is known as 365. You will not install this application into your computer. No, you would access the services through the internet. And another good example is your Hotmail, for example. Do you know all your emails, where are they saved? Somewhere on the internet. It's a server, and someone is providing the solution. The cloud technology, you're going to hear a lot about it. People are speaking a lot about it. But let me tell you one thing. It has been there for a long time. But now, companies and organizations want to make the best out of them. And an example that I gave you was Hotmail. Hotmail is an example. You can create what you can imagine. So if you imagine big, you could do a lot of great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So you can only create what you can imagine. And there is a lot of opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Let us do a quick check on what technology was and where are we heading, so that we start creating solutions for where we are heading. I love that.
On what technology was and where are we heading, so that we start creating solutions.
You can only create what you can imagine. In the year 2020, mobile media communication has rapidly transformed the economy and our daily living unimaginable in an earlier age. Everyone has access to information on his mobile device and contributes to the community. However, the media as you know it has exceeded to exist. Mobile has turned the world into a global information hub and has opened radical new business opportunities. The 21st century has uncloaked the power of the information age, looking back to a not-so-distant past. The mobile media revolution started at the beginning of the 20th century. 1906, the first human patent for wireless phone was registered. 1930, Japan. 2007, we reached over 3 billion mobile phone subscribers. The introduction of the iPhone is the start of the touch device. 2008, over 1 billion people have access to the internet, while 600 million people have access to the web through their mobile handsets. 2009, the social network Facebook welcomed its 200 million users, while Twitter has become a mass phenomenon. We reached over 4 billion mobile phone subscribers.
شكرا بارك الله فيك. أول ما يضايق ولا
2011, built-in sensors like GPS, temperature, humidity, reliable compass chips create new mobile business ecosystem, the sensor economy. 2012, we reached the barrier of 1 trillion network devices. Machine-to-machine communication, smart objects, ubiquitous computing create the Internet of Things. 2013 is the year of mobile broadband. LTE is offering up to 50 megabytes of network capacity for each user. People are living in the smartphone era. 2014, India, Africa, and other emerging markets have reached 70% penetration rates. 2015, mobile payment is becoming a mass phenomenon driven by near-field communication. Devices adapting to our lifestyles and environments is the start of the physical personal device. Nanotechnology enables physical transformation according to their use and complete personalization in the process. 2016, the New York Times stops the delivery of printed newspapers and offers e-paper readers for $1. News Corporation Border, Sweden, and other publishing companies followed in 2017. Everyone reads the news on plastic paper and updates it on the go. 2017 is the climax of the mobile economy. The market of mobile media has been than all the other media channels together. This year, the introduction of multilingual instant translation is breaking down the global information barriers for text and voice communication. 2018, the US government starts an initiative to increase mobile public security, the mobile agenda. The location of mobile data streams of each person will be tracked, analyzed, and saved. We reach more than 8 billion people worldwide. 5 billion have a mobile phone, 2.5 billion including mobile internet access. The generation of digital natives has entered the business world. 2019, privacy, information access, and control have become essential issues in the world's economy. Cybersecurity has become one of the most critical issues. In the year 2020, our world of mobile media is disruptive, engaging, interactive, and controversial, but truly international. It is up to you how our future will look like. Don't lean back, be active, and shape the environment of the future of mobile media and communication. MoCom 2020 is helping think tank to the future of mobile media and communication. Join the conversation at mocom2020.com. Disruptive, engaging, interactive, and controversial.
Wow. Such a beautiful video that shows you what's going to happen in 2020. What you need to do is think about it now, how you will create solutions for 2020. It's very, very simple. Do you see where we're heading, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah? The question is, so I've shared with you today what information technology is. I shared with you what are the opportunities that are available in information technology and the jobs that are there. And I've showed you the opportunities and what I said was you need to think big on how you want to also play your part in shaping the future. With opportunities, of course, ladies and gentlemen, comes challenges as well. We have a lot of mobile phones and devices. Too many technologies. You have different vendors. You have different platforms. You have different solutions. In systems, you've got to create desktop for computers. Or someone says, what computer do you use? You say, some people say, I have PC, which is Windows, what they mean. Some says, I have Macintosh, which is your Apple. And some says, I have Linux. Do you know about this, right? So different person or different organization or different people will give you different answers on what they have. And when you say what are the platforms, you got desktop, which is your computers. You got web, which is the websites. You've got mobile, which is everybody has a different mobile phone. You've got the cloud, the place that you put technology, and you got tablets. And tablets, ladies and gentlemen, come in different sizes, shapes, and operating systems. You've noticed, right? Vendors. Before that, operating system, you've got Windows, you've got Linux, and you've got OS X. The question is, which one really rules? Which is the best? And then vendors, you got Microsoft, you got Oracle, you got Apple, you got Google. When it comes to databases, you have SQL, you have Oracle, you have Access, you have MySQL, too many. Web servers, you have Apache, you have IIS. Web technologies, .NET Technologies, which is a Microsoft, PHP, which is an open source. You got Flash or HTML5. If you notice, some people say the Flash no longer works, right? If you notice, for the people who have iPhone or iPad, if you try to go to Flash websites, it doesn't work, right? But if you use an Android phone, you go to Flash websites, it does work. So Flash is not dead, and HTML5 is still not yet ready. But it is a technology that people should be familiar with. Mobile platforms, as I mentioned, there are many. The question that is here is, should I use all of them or should I use some? But, Tariq. So we go and read all of this. So you got us here, and then you're telling us internet information technology is the future. Information technology is the hot thing, and then, but it is very complex.
One size that fits all solution.
Ouch.
When I say
Okay.
one size that fits all, there's no
Solution. Really, there is no one size that fits all solution. When I say one size that fits all, there is no one way of doing things, but you can always come with a creative way of doing things. Microsoft. Okay, first and foremost, let me just put it this way. I am a Microsoft most valuable professional, but I am not coming here to tell you, go for Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft is good. Yo, Microsoft has paid me money. You know, I'm advertising for Microsoft. No. But what I'm going to show you is merits that Microsoft has. If you notice, I talked about different platforms, right? Microsoft is everywhere. Microsoft has an Office productive solutions. Microsoft has networking servers. Microsoft has development kits. Microsoft just entered into the tablet business with their Microsoft Surface. Microsoft really is everywhere. Let's face it that way. I don't think that, and this is my personal opinion again, that they're the best at everything that they do, but really they are a solution or a product that you will find in almost everywhere. Does any one of you here doesn't use Windows? Yes? All of you use Windows? Okay, so you agree with what I'm saying, or agree or no? Someone say no, please. So you agree. Okay, so they're everywhere really with their solutions. I'm showing you some of the products that Microsoft has. And again, I repeat, you will have your chance in the question and answer session to ask me any questions you want, because I repeat, I am more not a Microsoft than a Microsoft, because I'm quite well versed with technologies in different areas. So please, by all means, question and answer is your chance session for you to ask any question you want. So if you notice, they are at the presentation layer, they're the development layer, they have the database system, they have operating system, and so on. For Apple, they sell iPhone, iPad, and they're selling mobile phones and they're selling computers, but if you notice, development tools, they don't. Correct? So, but Microsoft is everywhere. It's a one size that fits all. Also, with Microsoft, the good thing is they provide you training that you can take up. A a training with different levels and different layers that you can take up from beginner to becoming an expert and professional. Yes, they provide you something that you can go to companies and say, hey, I am qualified, hey, I am certified, here it is. One size fits all? No. But that's a creative way for you to be marketable in organizations and so on. If you look at this very, very nice video, what does it say? Can someone tell me what does this video say?
Challenge ourselves.
You should challenge yourself. I like that. You should challenge yourself. And also, it says that in whatever areas Microsoft has a product or a solution that you could utilize and to help the businesses or the government sector and so on to utilize IT. We agree on that? Great. Solution? I have a solution that I use and I would like to share with you all. And this is, I'll tell you a secret that I have today. If you want to be well abreast and well informed about information technology, is try to read about it. And first is learn about the basics of IT and learn about everything the basics. Very simple. What is database? What does it do? What is a computer? What are the components? You get the hardware part. How to connect computers together? You get the networking part. How to develop applications and softwares? You get the development part. How to hack into the computer? You get the security part. How to save the information, how to display them to the users, and how to organize them, you're into the database part. How to create a website and put the information, you get into the web part. And I'm saying learn the basics because the basics is easy, it's not difficult, ladies and gentlemen. Once you have a very strong basics, what I like to use the word infrastructure, then learning one language or another is easy, it's not difficult. And that's what I do.
But
I have, IT is my passion, IT is my strength, but I have moved into different industries, as I said at the beginning of the presentation. In fact, a year ago, I had been working in corporate affairs, public relations, marketing. It's the business side of an organization. And I have been there for over 2 years. And when I came back to IT, which I'm doing right now in IT, I had a lot of changes that is happening over there. A lot. New versions have come out. New solutions have come out. New products have come out. New devices have come out. But you know what happened? It took me at a maximum 30 days, about 1 month, yes, to get back into the high speed. You know why? Learn the basics, and you have to perfect on the basics. And then, in any problem that you have in computers, refer to that part or the angle of the basics. Let's say whether it's software development, programming, read about it, and you can get very, very well. But what do you need first? Strength. The most important thing, you need to perfect on your basics, and the other things become very easy. And let me tell you one thing. You know, there's a programming language. There is a Java, there is a C, C++, there is a Python, many programming languages, right? But do you know that each of the programming languages follow the same style, which is creating variables, creating structures, creating loops, if condition, and so on? Same thing. It's just the same thing. You just need to switch the syntax and the languages. The same thing goes with networking, wired and wireless. The concept is the same thing, that we want to connect more than one computer together, right? So you just have the basics very well and understand connecting one computer to many computers, sharing the data between the computers, providing access rights, and so on, privileges and so on. So if you know the concepts and the basics very, very well, you just need to pick up the certain subject that you're looking for and work hard on it. Do you agree on that? Great. So from now onwards, what you will be doing? Perfecting your what? Great. You perfect your basics. Perfect them very, very well. Now I'm going to talk about what part of the session is today is Imagine Cup. Imagine Cup, ladies and gentlemen, is an international competition all over the world where students go and compete with other students all over the world. And I would like to see you all there. We would like to see Oman in the world map, ladies and gentlemen. It's the world's most prestigious student technology competition, which brings students and innovators from all parts of the world together. That's what Imagine Cup is. And this is a Microsoft initiative that it does for the community, and it does for the academic world. In a nutshell, what is Imagine Cup? It's the biggest premier technology competition for students. It begins by local competition done in Oman, and then teams from Oman are selected to go internationally and compete with other teams. Any student between the age of 16 and 24 can register and compete with other students. Teams can be formed of a maximum of 4, and you need to have a mentor as well. You can have a mentor as well. Each team can submit one category. Entries are received through the website. You do the registration on the website, and we will also have a registration session today at the end of this session for you to register your name and your information so we can contact you and tell you more about this competition for you to join. You would need to submit a proposal, a video, along with a template of what your project is all about. Microsoft will check it. Finals will happen here in Oman. One team will be, top 5 will be announced by Microsoft after they do the checking of your registration. One team will be selected, and you will be going to Russia. This year it's going to be in Russia, in Moscow. Many people asking the question, but how Microsoft are evaluating this? These are the 3 parts. They're evaluating on your problem definition, your design, and how many people your application, your solution has impacted. Imagine Cup, ladies and gentlemen, has been all over the world. Now it's over 10 years they've been doing this. Over 10 countries. Every year they select one country, and soon inshallah ta'ala it will be in Oman. Inshallah. These are some of the facts for your kind information. In 2013, it will be in Russia. Oman has been in the top 20 worldwide. In 2011, the competition was held in America, and the Brothers Forever team was the only Arab team in the category of the digital media. Last year, it was held in Australia, and the Omani team of 4 talented females reached the top 20, as you can see them here. Students can compete in 3 categories: world citizenship, games, and innovation. World citizenship, you're required to create applications that can change life, whether it's environment, education, health, or so on. You need to develop games, and you need to reinvent social media networks, and that is the last category. These are the 3 categories which you can even read them in details online, but these are the ones that you can select as a team. A great news is, if you register in Imagine Cup, you get a chance to win Xbox and Windows 8 machines. Interesting things that Microsoft are providing. Registration can be done online, and also at the end of the session today, we will be having the registration as well. Okay, another thing I want to share, there are 3 things I want to share. This is the second one, Microsoft Student Partners. If you want to be the star in your college, means if you're a person who you are passionate about technologies, Microsoft has a very, very good award for you, and it's called the Microsoft Student Partners, MSP. You want to be recognized and you want to become an ambassador for your college? Yes? Do you want training and free training and materials from Microsoft? Yes? Do you want to attend events and network with other experts? Yes? Do you want to get opportunities to work at Microsoft campuses? Yeah? That and even more is provided by this Microsoft Student Partners. Who are Microsoft Student Partners, MSP? They are social, friendly, and approachable students who like to meet new people. So people who, love to work with people who love to share information, people who are passionate about technologies, people who like to network, those are MSPs. And the characteristics of MSPs. MSP are game changers of the future, ladies and gentlemen. And many of them end up becoming leaders in their own communities as well. They think big, they think bold, they think creatively. Those are MSPs. What benefits will you get if you become an MSP, a Microsoft Student Partner? You get letters from Microsoft that you could utilize for when you join organizations, so on, saying that you are an MSP and you have been doing a great job. You get exclusive Microsoft events to attend and see the latest technologies, latest products, and so on. You get subscription to Microsoft Network, where you can download application, programs, and development tools as well. You get awards. You get networking opportunities, technical training as well. A lot of things you get. This all is if you become an MSP. You become a star. As the guy, you see? The gentleman over there? It can be a female or a male, by the way. This is just a picture. Okay? I see, because most of the people here today have females, huh? MashaAllah. Okay. What is the requirement? You need to have a time management, proper time management. You need to have some communication skills to be able to speak to people. You need to be comfortable and confident in giving presentations. Okay. Does anyone, giving presentations, I think, is very easy, right? Is it difficult? No? Okay. I'll tell you one thing, but you keep it between yourselves, right? When I come for presentations, I am shivering. And when I come and it's very, very shivering, and I find it to be very, very difficult. One of the difficult activities that I do, believe me. You know what is the secret? The secret is very, very simple. Be prepared. That's it. Prepare, practice, practice, practice. So what is the secret? What is it again? Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. Next time, if someone to give a presentation, would it be difficult? Why? Because you? Excellent. Very good. Believe me, nothing is difficult. You need to be able to work with team, not to be individual by yourself. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the world is driven by teams. No more is solo working alone. You need to work with team, because everybody has their own skill set. For example, we have something known as knowledgeoman.com. It's a community driven, It is a community of people, made by people, for the people. And the people and the team that in knowledgeoman.com, each one of them has certain skill set that they bring. And that's why we create this beautiful product in Knowledge Oman. And we have great team with us at knowledgeoman.com who make these things happen, who make such events happen like today. I'm just one small part here today presenting, but everything that has been done today is by the Knowledge Oman team. They've prepared the whole thing from supporting with the presentation, from speaking with the colleges, from getting you all here, providing information. It's all a teamwork. These days, working alone is believe me, a goner. You need to be patient. الصبر من الرحمن والعجلة منه. I love that. Self-learning and ready to face challenges. And this is what I do. All the time. If you come to my car outside, you will find I have papers. I don't say, oh, by the way, it's not that I drive car and read papers. That's wrong, huh? You know what will happen if I do that? And you don't want to do that. Yeah? Don't do that at all. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is I've got my papers whenever I go shop, when I go to the hospitals, or when I travel, or so on, I read. Because learning is like, you know the treadmill. I'm going to give an example of a treadmill. You know when you go to the gym, the treadmill? If you're running, that's the world, it's moving. And then if you stop and the treadmill is moving, what is going to happen? It will throw you back, yeah? Shoot! That's what's going to happen. So learning is something that you need to always keep on doing. Okay? To register for MSP, which you all could do that, you go to this link, which is microsoftstudentpartners.com, select Oman, complete the application form which is in there, create a 30 seconds video of yourself telling or saying or presenting what you can do and why you should be selected as an MSP. In Oman, we have an MSPs, and in fact, in our venue here today, we have a bright MSP. You send your videos to the email that is listed on or presented on the screen. Annually, every year, 10 students are chosen. So you have a chance. Another thing is Microsoft is a very interesting initiative which is known as Microsoft Academy for College Hire. And if you go to this website, and it is specifically for fresh graduates who are looking for a job and have no experience, Microsoft, if you have the credential and you've been doing your working, leaning, and the basics, don't forget, perfecting on the basics, and then of course and then building upon this basics depending on whatever area you are. So if you're in the web, if you know the basics and that's your career, you build on it. But you still know all the other areas that are happening in information technology. And that's the secret that I do, by the way. You don't think that I know all about information technologies? The answer would be no. But I read about anything. So you talk to me about anything today during your question and answer session, and inshallah ta'ala I'll be able to answer you. That's what I do, and that's the secret. MVP. Many people are asking about this. Now, there are people who have come in, for instance, professors or people who are working already and would like to become an MVP. What is MVP stands for? Microsoft Most Valuable Professional. And this is given to community leaders and technical leaders. It is an award given by Microsoft for the people who are technically very, very good and professionals. I'm not saying that I'm very, very good, but I have been the only Omani for the past 6 years to get MVP. And my goal, my mission is to see more Omanis, more people get this MVP. And that's why I said today, one of my slides is to include this here today to tell you what is it and how can you get it, and tell you the secrets. It's very easy. So next year, because every year at the end of the year, which is December, they select one. Next year we want to see not one, we want to see many. It's an award and a certificate from Microsoft that you get, recognition of the great work you do. You get access to events and network opportunities. It's like the MSP, but this is more towards the professionals. You get access to private groups, MSDN, TechNet, by being a TechNet, an MVP. You get technical resources and guides. You get a VIP support. If you have any questions that are unanswered, you can access Microsoft Network and get a VIP support. You get access to source codes and programs. You represent Microsoft in your country as a technical leader. So people, when they know that you're MVP, they say, aha, you got it? And you are Microsoft's most valuable professional. You get invited to events and so on. Last few weeks ago, I was invited to Microsoft event to see the Windows 8 launch. It was an exclusive event, fully paid by Microsoft. So I attended the event, looked at the devices that they have, the solution, and what they have for the business, for the consumers, and so on. Why? Because I am an MVP. And you could be that as well. So Tariq, what is the secret? How can you become MVP? I want to become MVP. Do you want to become MVP? Yes or no? I can't hear you. All right.
About the MVP award is that it kind of really recognizes community participation and some of our best developers that are not only great in what they do, but also in terms of helping others learn the products, master the products, answer questions about the products. And so there's a real element of people that are in the program are really helping others, and that's a really special thing.
There are so many ways that MVPs contribute and really, help out in our communities, between the books that they author, the presentations that they deliver, the questions that they're answering in the forums, and many, many other ways.
There is a way, actually, there is a path, and it's a pretty, I wouldn't say certain, but it's pretty tried and true. And you have to have the point of view, though. First of all, you have to really, really like to help people. If you don't like to help people, you really can't be an MVP very well, because you have to really like answering questions, and for no reason other than, I know the answer and I want to be helpful. And if that's like part of who you are, that's the number one thing. And then you have to produce original content. And that's another thing. So it's not just act as a spokesperson and want to be helpful, but create original content that you can post. So posting and blogging is a big part of it, and answering questions.
If you want to learn more about being a great community leader, consider being mentored by Microsoft MVP.
Great. I think the video was self-explanatory. So to become MVP, what is it required? Okay. You need to help others. Great. That is the number one important thing, without expecting return. That is a beautiful, easy thing. You need to help others and expecting no return. You need to be accepting calls, receiving emails, answering the questions, going out of your way to help people, doing your presentations and so on. And it's very, very easy to get MVP, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to do only, and you can get it. It's easy. And let me tell you one secret. By helping others, you're helping yourself as well. By helping others, you are helping yourselves. And how? Because you would go and look for the solutions, and then whatever question they ask, you would be, as I said, practice makes perfection, right? So you're practicing, like what I came in today here. And that's what it happens. So we're very clear on that, right? So inshallah, we expect to see more MVPs next year. Yes? Yes? I can't hear you. Great. That's what you will end up getting, a Microsoft MVP.
Okay,
in order for you to get latest information on all these events that we're doing, you need to go to this website, which is knowledgeoman.com. Do you know about the website? You would go to this website and you just go to this link, register, and we will keep on updating you with the latest information that we have and latest sessions that we have. The link is here, as you can see, knowledgeoman.com. What is the link? I can't hear it. Okay. One last time, but when I say 1, 2, 3, I want to hear the proper knowledgeoman.com. 1, 2, 3. Great, I love that. That's very, very good. That is the site that you need to visit, and you need to become a member, and you will receive all the details on all the sessions that we have and the registration. At the end, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the HCT, the Higher College of Technology Management, and the Dean for providing us the venue here today to share these information on Microsoft technologies and IT empowerment to you. I would like to also thank the participating colleges and universities and you all for coming here today to learn on what are the latest things that are happening, and inshallah to become your MSPs, and inshallah to join the competitions on the Imagine Cup, and inshallah ta'ala to become MVPs as well. I would like to also thank all the faculty members who have worked very, very closely with us at knowledgeoman.com to bring this information and session for you. We would like to thank Microsoft for supporting us. And what do we say by supporting us? By giving us the details and supporting you with the different initiatives that are available for you to join and hone your skills and the activities that they have. Last but not least, I would like to thank the beautiful team that is doing all this, which is, as I said today, knowledgeoman.com. It's a team effort, and we have a very, very big team with us. But I would like to thank the people who have worked specifically for this project. We have a lot of projects, but the people who have specifically worked with this project, and I would like to thank Amal Al-Mashari, as you could see her over here. Amal, mashallah, is the project leader who we all listen to when it comes to setting up these great colleges events that we have. We have a program known as Knowledge Ambassadors, which we go across all Oman to share different knowledges, and different people go there, and Amal, mashallah, is the one who is working at this. So if you need any sessions, any programs, if you would like us to have any programs, please contact Amal, and through knowledgeoman.com she'll be able to help us. And also I would like to thank Tamima, who is our MSP, but she's waiting for you outside. In fact, she is a Microsoft student partner, in fact, an example of an Omani who is an MSP already. She's outside waiting for you all, and she has the registration. So if you all finish now, if you just leave in this door on your right hand side, you will see Tamima, and you can register for the different events, and for the Imagine Cup competition, and also for the MSP. And last but not least, I would also like to thank Munir, who is over there. Munir, assalamu alaikum. How did you, Munir? All right, Munir, mashallah, is the one who is supporting us with the events arrangements as well. So as you see, knowledgeoman.com is a great team, a great people that are all working together. Some of them are not here, but they all are working to making this all happen. Thank you very, very much. I just forgot one thing before I say thank you. Do you know who is really, do you know the people that are going to control and people who are going to shape our future? Who are they? You! Correct, right or not? You are going to change the future. Am I right or wrong? And if you are slacking, what I mean by slacking, are not going to make a difference, then you know tomorrow, which they're already doing right now, who are going to do it if you are not going to do it? Do you know? One last thing before I go. You see what's happening? Do you see that? This boy, he's 5 years old now. This video was taken about 3 years ago. His name is Hilal, and he's inshallah Allah khair inshallah. But this is an example of what I'm saying. The future are the kids. You get the kid, what he was doing? He was working on the computer. When you go, and then we always come and see who's using the computer in the evening, we don't know, and then finally we see Hilal. We didn't realize we needed to put a camera, check it, and see Hilal at night. He was going to the website and checking. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that. Shukran.